Hi everyone, welcome to my first YouTube makeup tutorial. I chose to do a smoky eye for date night, so go ahead and follow my step-by-step instructions and I hope you look fabulous. Okay everyone, so I have my foundation base on and I already used Too Faced primer for my eyeshadows. I also did one eye to save on time. I'm going to take my milk and put it over the top of my eyelid as another base because it makes any color you add pop out. So go ahead and rub that in. Use your fingers, it's fine. That way you're not wasting any of the makeup. And look how fast I'm doing it. Isn't that amazing? And I went ahead and got Makeup Forever. I will list all of the colors and numbers on below. Went ahead and took my MAC small eyeshadow brush. And if you can see, I'm kind of patting it on because this is very highly pigmented and I don't really want any of it to fall off. I don't want to waste so much of it. So I'm not really brushing it side to side. I'm more likely patting it on. Now I'm going to get my favorite eyeliner, which is Maybelline in Blackest Black, waterproof, smudge proof. It's amazing and awesome, worth every penny, and you could get it at any drugstore. Go ahead and use the gel liner brush and line the top of your lids. Get as close to your eyelashes as possible. Now I am winging it out to the side. You see that I did that so you can see that you're not supposed to go past your eyebrow. I'm going ahead and doing it on the top. That way it just adds more definition to the smoky eye that I'm trying to achieve, but we will be smudging that out. I have my Maltisse Elite Black, which is what I always use. It doesn't have a lot of fallout. And I'm going over the gel liner with my black eyeshadow. Now I'm smudging it. You need to really blend it in because you don't want any harsh lines. You keep building it up. And the way that I know how to keep going higher with my black smoky eye is because I just imagine how high the lashes will go. Now I'm grabbing my MAC brush, and that's my Inklot Freedom palette. And I'm grabbing the lightest gray shade possible. I'm going right above where I just came in with the black eyeshadow. And I have a really light hand. You don't want to put too much of it because we are just blending it in. Now I'm taking my other MAC angled brush and I'm getting the lightest taupe color from my Freedom palette, and I'm going over the gray. I'm also still blending it in. When you start blending it in from the top, you need to have a light hand. And I'm going back in with my black so that I can darken it up a little bit because I want more definition. I want my eyes to pop. And you want to mesmerize your date. I had a harsh line in the front, so I went ahead and just grabbed my angled brush. Now you'll see a lot of blending going on here. If there's anything that you need to do, it's really simple to just grab that brush and go back with it. I'm grabbing my white eyeshadow and using an e.l.f. brush to just whiten up right underneath my eyebrows. It'll really brighten up that area, defines your eyebrows, and just puts everything together. It's all the eyeshadows I'm using except for the one on my eyelids are all matte colors. The only shimmer I want is on my eyelid. Now I'm grabbing NYX mascara. Actually, honestly, I use so much crazy eyelashes that it doesn't really matter what mascara I use, but I do tend to go with waterproof just because I have oily skin and I want my makeup to last all day. For the fallout underneath my eyes, I went ahead and used my moisturizer, which is by Sue Devitt, but it's discontinued. Any moisturizer will do under the eye. Clean it up with a Q-tip, really fast and simple. You don't have to worry about any of the fallout. I'm going back in with my Cinema Secrets palette and highlighting underneath, also concealing the dark under eye circles. I use my finger so that way I'm not wasting too much of the foundation I just put on, and I'm using a blender, beauty blender, to go ahead and just smoothen it out. I'm taking my Makeup Forever Black Gel Liner, which is fabulous. I'm lining my waterline, and I'm also going out a little bit underneath my waterline. I'm taking an eyeliner brush and just smudging it out. There's no color on there. I'm just smudging out the gel liner that I had just put on. Get your eyelash curler. Shimmery is the best, but any eyelash curler will do. Curl your lashes. That'll be the base to hold your eyelashes. I'm using Elegant lashes. I will list which one I use. I usually like to go with big lashes. My favorite is Dual Waterproof. I apply my lashes with tweezers all the time. You want to get a thin strip of glue on the eyelash. You're not supposed to blow it, but you know, I'm trying to hurry it up here, so you could let it sit and wait till it gets tacky. The biggest mistake is don't put it on when it's too wet. While I'm waiting for my eyelash glue to dry, I'm putting mascara on the bottom of my lashes. When you place the false lash on your eye, you want to start at the very end of your lash. That way you know where it ends. Then you want to come in with the very front and get as close to the inner corner of your eyelash as possible. My glue in the front did not dry completely, so it wasn't staying as much as I wanted it to. Now I'm going back just to blend it out a little bit better. And I'm showing you that I'm trying to push in the inner corner of the eyelash. I'm grabbing my NYX bronzer, totally matte, to go ahead and just contour my face really quick. You could do the duck face. I didn't do it on this side, and then I realized I should probably do it on the next side, so I did. And you want to just blend it out. Light hand, you want to build your coverage slowly. You don't want to go too harsh in the beginning because then you'll be trying to remove it all. And that takes a lot of blending. I'm using Physicians Formula and just grabbing it to get the areas that I did not go over with the bronzer. And I need to conceal. This is the best time I conceal. I like concealing after my foundation because I just feel like I get better coverage and it lasts longer. I'm using Makeup Forever concealer. I will list it all in the bottom like I said. Now I'm going to contour my nose. You start from the arch of your eyebrow. You want to do that because you're creating shadows that are supposed to be natural. So it would generally start from your eyebrows. And plus, when you blend it into your eyebrows, you can't really tell that you just contoured your nose. I don't like to have any straight lines, so I'm going back with my powder, and I just went over it. I didn't really go toward the sides of the nose. I'm just going straight down the bridge. And any lines that I had, I literally just rubbed it off with my pinky. Now go in, that's a foundation sponge from Daiso, $1.50 for a bag of 8. It's amazing. And I'm going in with my mineral powder from Physicians Formula right underneath the eye to make sure I set it and brighten up underneath my eye, clean up any fallout so I'll be looking fabulous. I'm using my Sue Devitt blush, which is also a matte kind of orangey color. I will list it. I'm putting it right on top of where I just contoured my face with the bronzer. I'm grabbing my Makeup Forever. It's really, really light and shimmery. So I'm only grabbing a little bit and swiping it right above where I had just put my blush and on the bridge of my nose just to give it a little glow. You don't want your face to ever look flat or one color. Then I'm going over my foundation that I had just concealed with powder. I'm using NYX lip liner. It's kind of like an orangey pink tone. And I'm trying to get as close as possible as I can to the camera. Don't worry. After a few more videos, I will be awesome. And I'm just lining my lips. I'm grabbing my favorite color. One of my favorite lipsticks is Too Faced. And going over my lips. So it's blending really well with the lip liner. What I'm doing is I'm going over it again one more time just to kind of give me more definition. You could stop there, but I always want to give it more gloss, and I just love having lips that look moisturized and young. So I went ahead and went over with my Inklot lip gloss, which I love. Cleaning up the sides. And I hope you ladies do your hair, but this is my completed look. And then voila! My hair is done. And now you get to see the completed look. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe.